of the Currie Cup. While it is the end of the road for the Cheetahs, there still is a chance, albeit a faint one, of the Pumas making it into this year's Currie Cup semi-finals. And the Cheetahs, however, will be looking to make right what has been a disappointing season. We were told on the plane in this afternoon that there might be a thunderstorm, but the conditions are perfect. Some fine clouds in the air, and it has been a good day thus far for the Cheetahs. The under-21s having beaten the Lions in the last moment of their match. The Pumas have a strong team. Their back three quite handy, and Morne Yube, they call him the generator. Ryan Nell has been in form, and Christopher Smith, a good player, pairing up with Stefan Ungra. Chandre Rudolph and Mana Skuman. Skuman in particular has been on form, as have the locks. Look out for Leroux Roots, a big young man. Marco Janssen van Rensburg also playing very well. And Morgan Nordier, the 20-year-old, making his Currie Cup debut. On the bench, they have DJ Terblanche, who brings a huge amount of experience. And Aubrey Griesel, the reserve scrum half, has a lot to offer as well. He might be coming on, although Stefan Ungra has been in form. Looking at the Cheetah side and how they line up, Adrian Carlson is a very skillful player at the back. He can be a fly half. Maqina is quite a pacey youngster, and it'll be interesting to see how he goes. Tertius Creo's got Carl Jan Kutse outside him. He's quite a handy centre. And the halfback pairing, Stolperberg is a fine fly-off, and Rudy Page, a Springbok, tons of pedigree. Loose forwards, quite a young lot. Noncontwana did captain the Bulls, and Daniel Martins, tireless player. The locks, both very tall. Alandre Huggett was in the Varsity Cup Dream Team years out. And off the bench, look out for Stefan van Skalkwyk and Maputa Dolo. So you see the locks there. The captain of the Pumas, Hugo Kloppers, and as he runs out onto the beautiful scenery of Bloemfontein, I have the pleasure of introducing a man whose beautiful face you saw on the screens, Robbie Kempson. Isn't it a pleasure to be in Bloemfontein today?
Lovely place, Bloemfontein. Here we are. Thanks for the beautiful face, Chip. Can't wait for my mates to hear about that. It's going to be a tough one, this, for the Cheetahs, no question about that. They've been under the cosh. Don Huon also knows the gravity of the situation. A lot of youngsters in his team. And Jimmy Stonehouse, I think he'd be rather disappointed with the Pumas season so far as well. So let's see how they crack on today.
Well, of course, the Pumas were successful victors of the Supersport Challenge earlier this season, and just unable to translate that form onto this level of Currie Cup rugby. As Robbie and Jimmy spoke about, it's just some errors here and there. They've been scoring points, but they just seem to let themselves down. But if they can get the victory today, then their next match is against the Lions. There does exist the chance to get through, and maybe it's just their time to build upon it. And you also mentioned next year there is talk of perhaps entering a European league as well.
Yes, there's talk of it. To see if that happens or not is another question. But whether it be the Pumas or not, no one knows. We'll see our referee today, Jadazweni, very experienced young man coming up the ranks.
James will give me the go-ahead, all right?
As well. He's assisted by Ben Kraus, Yako Kotze.
And the TMO today, Lawrence van der Merwe. So with the most beautiful Friday setting for rugby, Chris Smith, who has been the standout player for the Pumas this season, begins this match, and we're off. 80 minutes left of the Cheetahs Currie Cup outing, and the Cheetahs playing from left to right in their distinct yellow and white. Rudy Page works it back. Stolperberg to the left foot.
You could say satisfactory
Okay.
clearance into touch.
Make sure they're open, please. Keep the gap. Make sure they're open. Just hold them there better. Maintain that gap, please. Stay 2 by 2. 2 by 2.
Marco Janssen van Rensburg Finds his
15
man,
line
Willie
over.
Engelbrecht. Lovely line now. Enterprising start from the Pumas. Worked out quickly. Engelbrecht again. Lovely recycling. Mana Skuma, they call him Mace. He's been in sensational form. Was considered one of the best substitutes of the Super Rugby campaign. He's with the lines. Now a brilliant line. Nell. Still going is Nell, former Blitzbock. 3 meters out are the Pumas.
Got the ball.
And, oh, they've been interrupted. Turnover. Page.
Get on
Ferrets
side.
for
Get
it.
them on side.
And calmly, Carlson puts it to his boot. As we mentioned, he's a fly and a lot of skill set. Played over 50 caps for Boerland. Ispal. It's presented beautifully. Bit of time waiting for the scrum off. Smith puts it over the top. One bounce. Taken. And returned fire. Put into touch. Option to take it quickly, not taken.
Just time off, please.
Perhaps should have
Can
taken
someone have a
option.
look at the Cheetahs number 10? Yeah. Yeah. Just time off there. Yeah.
Okay, he's answering the questions right, so I'm going to have a look at him. I'm going to
Okay.
keep have a look at him. Yes, yeah.
Please.
Manage him and I'll talk.
All right, because I saw him lying down there for a while. All right, perfect.
Oh, good from Mr. Jadaswini, making sure player safety is always at the
Time back
front
on.
of the line.
4.
And, well, the back line of the Pumas is loaded. And it's not going to matter because it's been turned over. The Cheetahs
An
now.
advantage.
Time and a team who had a tough campaign. Lovely underhand pass. Ngajima. He's played Super Rugby. Page. Moncontwana.
Tackle, let go.
Ooh, a little bit of a juggle. And Vila Jadaswini. Oh,
More.
The advantage going the way of the Pumas, and so it should. There seemed to be a knock-on from Rudy Page.
Time off for blood.
So Don Human tells me with a bit of a wry smile that he's got 6 players in this Cheetahs 22 that can play hooker. Such are the stocks and the depth of the stocks that have been depleted. And you can see no question there's a knock.
Yes, Lonnie. Okay, perfect, thanks.
In fact, they're tight-head Reinach Venter. He's a hooker that is now learning the trade of tight head. He tells me he's got a bit of dog about him, which is why he selected him in the 3 jersey.
integral quality that one needs for the front row.
It's in the top 3 in the list, yes. Yeah.
Clear stability on all calls, gents.
Well, it was actually Jimmy Stonehouse who first put Skumman at the hooker position, and then he was covering for the Lions as well. So, obviously, hooker position to be in.
Bind. Sit. Okay. Let's just get the feet underneath ourselves.
Well,
Just a slip.
downstairs, and very surprisingly, the field rather damp. It's slippery underfoot, what you wouldn't expect in Bloemfontein in the mid of winter.
Field in beautiful condition. Groundsman doing a great job.
Bind. No, gents. Gents. Okay. We'll call it a bit louder. We have to listen to all 3 calls. Right? It was early from both sides. Just let me do the sequence before I start shouting, please. Guys, go on here.
You can see on the left of the Pumas scrum, Morgan Nordia. As we said, it's his debut.
Bind. Sit.
All those slippy conditions Robbie spoke
No,
about.
gents. Okay. Gents, one thing I'm not going to do, I'm not going to guess. Right? Get your elbow up. Make sure you carry your body weight. Let's move it this way.
Oh, it is very wet underfoot, and the locks and front rows slipping about. If anything, Reinach Venter should be trying getting a lot closer to Morgan Nordia, the least set of the Pumas. He's not the tallest chap.
Crouch.
Well, tall's a relative term, Robbie. He's a bit taller than I am, but
Yeah,
for his position.
Okay. He suffers from height deprivation, all right?
Fed to Angara, the man they call the Iceman. Now running onto it, receives it again. Lovely lines from the Pumas. Pumped out. Williams. Yobert, the generator. They say he's like the Energizer Bunny. Runs to practice. Has his boots on first. Now change of direction. Work to the blind. Williams again. Ispal. And out the ball goes.
Exactly what Jimmy Stonehouse was saying, just the irritations of the errors that have crept into games that have cost them dearly.
Line out.
Probably a better idea is just treat that 5 metre line as the touchline, take it back from infield, set it up again.
Luke Conradi, 2.0 meters tall, certainly not height deprived.
Once, yeah.
Captain the Boerland side in 2016, under 20 side. Now Page, Stapelberg. Through the hands, lovely bit of play now for the Cheetahs. Gajima wrapped up.
Knock on advantage.
And once again, Pumas just work the ball out.
Knock on first.
Any place this Cheetah side might have the up is on this Pumas. He's in the back line, a very talented one it is. They're just shifting the ball out wide without really any sort of deception. So they're getting into the hands of Gajima. He's getting a ball in all defensive at the same time.
Seconds. On. Stop there. Let's go, Piero.
Crouch.
Sit.
Bind.
Abu blind yours.
Sit.
Oh, it's wheeling.
Two, up first.
Yeah, it was always a matter of time, wasn't it? And there's no question that the advantage was going to go the Pumas' way. Not the greatest of strikes from their hooker, but they managed to follow through. Silandre Huggett, you can just see stops on the locks, but then they managed to get a pretty good shove on, and Huggett pops out the middle. Pressure coming through from this Pumas pack.
Thank you, players advantage, back out offside.
Finds his man now. More rolling forward, ball pops down.
Back on offside.
Another shot for the Pumas.
Backs up too quick. Offside, yeah.
He's got the backs up too quick. I mean, there were a number of penalties he could have given there.
What you doing? Just hold it before you come up. At line out. Yeah.
They go, we can go.
If they do, go, yeah.
All right.
So to the front of the line out. More set up. Cheetahs, however, pushing now. Janssen van Rensburg. He's felled. Angara takes his time. Works it to Engelbrecht. Defense strong from the Cheetahs. Leroux Roots scored a Marvelous try against the Sharks. We had to have 4 defenders try taking down. Still crossed over. Once again, forward ball. Pick and drive from Jeandre Rudolph. Tucker, former player. Now Angra with the boot ahead. It's been chased. No one to stop it. What a try. Ryan Nell draws first blood for the Pumas.
Oh, it's the brilliance of Stefan Ungra that really sets it up. And the vision from the scrum off. Nell just had to dot it down. With the quick and clever thinking of Stefan Ungra. You just see he goes out wide, spots the space in behind. Lovely weighted little toe through. And Nell just has to dive on top of it.
Thanks, Lolly.
So as those stats reveal, this young man has been on form. I think it wouldn't be a bad option for one of the Super Rugby franchises to buy him. And he was with the Varsity Cup and Marty's successful campaign.
That's an injury,
moved to the Pumas afterwards. He's got it all. Incredibly strong and a robot-like ability to put him over, as he does, unsurprisingly.
I could call that Chris Smith. Wonderful season he's had in the 10 jersey. There's a Stefan Ungra. He's going off to Pro 14 as soon as he's finished with Currie Cup. Just that weight of the kick, the vision just to get it through the half gap. Very well done from the scrum off.
Stapelberg restart, sends it deep, but he's overcooked it. Not the restart the home side would have wanted.
Scrum, right.
Stapelberg, interestingly, a former Marty's fly-off, and just preceded Chris Smith.
I thought they had the initial shove. Crouch. Bind. Sit.
Angra, the man who made the try. Smith. Angra looping round. He's into space. One-handed, exceptional, beautiful outside pass. And there was some work to do for Morne Yube, just unable to finish it off.
From 14 and then knock from...
Almost think he butchered that, but great cross-cover defence it was.
First one forward.
Rudy Page managed to get himself back in the action. Oh, talented young man is Stefan Ungra, showing his array of skills here this afternoon. Sturdy scrum, 8-9, he wrapped around. And this is lovely done. Nothing on the inside, pops it on the outside.
That's the mark, yeah.
Tries to bring it back in. Oh, it's really good defence. Last line of defence, solid from Ngajima.
5 seconds.
Number 8. Stick your head in from the beginning, please. Crouch.
I can tell you, the Cheetahs have possession, but Pumas look hungry. Back line.
Sit.
Right on that 10-metre. Williams waiting for the kick. Pressure being put on the scrum. They have been taken back. Yeah.
Massive scrum it is here from the Pumas.
Okay.
Dominating the opposition.
Second back from free state.
And just
Scrum.
Daniel Martin's done exceptionally well just to hold on to that ball. We're going to have another scrum being put under pressure. That's no question about that. But have a look at this. Power up and straight through the middle. Oh, Martin's managed to collect that only just. And then Marnus Skummer makes sure he goes over the line.
Seconds. On. Bison.
Crouch. Bind. Sit. The ball 9. Balls at the back.
Ungra to now the try scorer, hunting the breaks. He's pushed back. Now the forwards, Engelbrecht. It's been used a lot today already, running the ball. Quickly recycled. Janssen van Rensburg. Lovely hand from the front rower. Over the top. Ispal. Oh, almost lowered his opposite. Well, it was Carlson, but Carlson held on. Maritz joining the party. Angra gives it to Big LaRue Roots. Ball spun out. Cleaned up Smith. Oh, yeah, it's been intercepted. Currie. Oof. Bodies flying into each other.
Well, Pumas just look a little bit hassled when they get into that strike zone. Just to be a bit more patience on the ball.
You guys clean them out.
They lock in his underage groups for the Blue Bulls. It's good defence once again coming in from the back three. This time it's Adrian Carlson. Then the steal in the centres. And the knock from Abongino. Long Contwana. Selbornian. Until he was bought by the Bulls.
Moved to St Albans then. And, captained the Bulls. Ungra captained every schoolboy team he played in, from Pelham through Maritzburg College. And his father and grandfather were both Maritzburg scrum halves. So it's that same man with his ears burning. Lets out, has come forward off a hand. And that's a try. Morne Yabe takes it off the bounce of the Cheetah's hand and makes right the earlier opportunity that was similar.
We'll have a look. If there's anything, we'll have a look.
Unger again having his hand. Javert gets the try. Another solid scrum from the Pumas, and just a sniff of a half gap. Gets through it. A lovely pass over the top. The hand did get to it from the Cheetahs, so it won't be a judge forward, but managing to get the outside space on Stapelberg. Morne Javert in the corner. Try number 2 here for the Pumas.
Okay, thank you.
I think Chris Smith said, listen, I need more of a challenge. Do you mind dotting it down a bit further out? And this is a man who went to Sachs, so he's quite used to kicking in horrendous gale force conditions, and there is just about no wind to speak of this evening, this fine evening at Toyota Stadium. To take it to 18 from 20 this season. Wow!
He's got a radar on his boot, there's no question. Johnny Wilkinson had the same problem.
Can't miss.
There's Unger again through that half gap, and then the pass over the top actually came off the head of the Cheetahs player.
The Falcon.
The Falcon. Joubert with the try.
So the restart deep, but this time in the right direction. And Unger immediately puts it to his boot. Stolperberg is waiting for it. He's got time. Gives it to Carlson, who in turn ships it out. McLeana has a bit of dancing. Well, this is the first time things have gone well right for the Cheetahs today.
Contest is over, you're all feet. You slow the ball down. Pumas on the line, please.
Manus Kuman always on the edge of things.
Yeah, he's the line.
It's not quite legal, whatever's happening in there.
Don't know what's happening other than it's definitely not legal. Sounds like many of the parties I used to have as a student. Now the Cheetahs, front of the line out. Set up the maul. Dennis Visser, both the locks are over 2 meters, and they keep it in, steer the ship in the right direction. Still going. Number 2 it was. Hug it. Good to see the home team with some impetus. Page.
Number.
Currie. strong runner is Currie. So
Penalty advantage number 2
with
offside.
the Greek was. Page now, changes direction, inside pass. Snyman.
Number 2 offside. The last breakdown. Number 2. Offside, yeah, number 2. At the previous breakdown.
Yeah, called by the assistant referee. Good to see an intervention, no question. He's a little bit quick out the blocks. Wouldn't mind this Cheetahs team. They've got absolutely nothing to lose. They can't make a semi-final playoff.
Captain.
Couple of quick taps, give the ball a bit of air. They're not going to be winning it by driving mauls.
Let the boys play. That was a real dogfight, the breakdown. Page gets it. Currie, once again, tries to bash it up. Charged into Chris Smith, and the rip coming. The team of Smith and Nell forcing the turnover. Angra, who has been cooking, I expect will use his own boot. He does. Finds some good purchase and pumps it out just short of the halfway line.
Pretty good clearance all the way from his 5-meter line. Strong tackle coming in from Chris Smith, ensuring he got his hands on the ball, ripped it free. And Angra takes play out to the 10-meter line. Still the Cheetahs attacking. Another driving maul? I hope not.
Well, they've got a lot of their big men out, so hopefully, work it out. Stapelberg, lots of big men to choose from. Heartbreak. Yeah.
Knock on first. Lost control of the ball.
Snyman.
Number 6. If you want to compete for the ball, stay on your feet, please.
So, Buck's name it is there. He's swapped jerseys with Avongile on Tankwana. And Snyman, one of those men that Robbie was mentioning about, he played hooker for UJ earlier this season. A lot of these players coming up from mainly Shimlers, but played Varsity Cup. And Luigi van the Asphalt was also taken to the field. Remember, the Currie Cup has rolling substitutions. It was the concept first used this year in Supersport Challenge. Angra. Smith takes it himself, makes some meters. Angra to Roots. Roots shrugs off the first defender. The third eventually takes him down. He's a very attacking player. Came from Racing Metro, and the Pumas management got him to lose 30 kilograms. Now, enterprising play it is. Neil Merritt's.
Ball's available. There it is.
Williams. Momentum building with the traveling side. Good take from Roots once again. Smith. Now, the generator, Hubert, carves his way infield. This could have been trouble for the Pumas, but
You're off your feet and you're playing the ball, number 8.
the ball was earned illegally.
Off your feet and playing the ball. Thanks, Benji.
Daniel Martin's just trying to have a crack at the ball, but he's definitely not in a position to do so. Lying on the ground.
Naughty. So, Mark Janssen van Rensburg, pinpoint, precise to the back. Willie Engelbrecht, the recipient. Roots, he's been ripped. Montonkwana, lovely pass out in Kajima. Page, Stapelberg. And for a moment relieves pressure. Williams, yeah, he's going to take it quickly. Let's see what the Pumas can do. Chris Smith puts in the kick.
Just keep that mark for me, please.
Bounces well for him. Stolperberg with time. Turns fire. Once again, the bounce goes out and quickly taken. Running rugby today. Pumas keen to get it out. And the kick coming in. Carlson up for the test. Gajima. A real canter by him. Now he picks up the pace. Lets it go, I think, forward. Wingile Jadazweni is happy with it. Page. Huggett. Oh.
Back down to ground.
Introduced into the ways of Puma's defense. Stolperberg now gives it out to Currie. Currie with some running in him. Taking a classic around the ankles tackle.
Hold on.
This time gets the timing right. Minus Kuman
Holding on.
gets that. That head into dark places he does.
Chris? Yep. Okay.
A little powwow from the Pumas.
Make sure when you go for the clean out, you use your arms.
Putting some thought into their next move.
I haven't quite got the driving maul going, which you'd expect them to. It's one of their favoured strengths over a number of years under Jimmy Stonehouse.
Give them numbers.
And fingertips. Bierwinkel. He was Tuck's varsity cup for 4 years. Oh.
No shot, no arms there.
Yeah, the real grass cutter. Roots again.
He's got the ball.
Lots of hands on the ball.
Turnover. You had it.
Mace Skuman rips it out. Angra now runs himself. And he's ripped. Real yo-yo we're seeing. Nontonkwana. Some solid support directing coming in from the Cheetahs. Stolperberg now shoots it off his left foot.
Can turn over ball, probably the better option. Take it out on the right-hand side. Had a number of players lining up.
That ball was slow anyway.
Just quite hasn't got the knee to ground, so the rip's a legal one.
The captain works it out to Angra. Smith. Williams. Williams dancing pleasingly.
He's let him go.
Angra ships it out. Engelbrecht. Roots. Roots still going. He is a dangerous runner. Bierwinkel now. Good play from the Pumas. They need some support men. And they arrive. Well, Roots is big, but he's around the field. Very impressive, yet again. Now it's a captain, Hicho Kloppers. Went to Worcester Gym, did Hicho Kloppers. Now Smith works it out. Danger from the Pumas. Beautiful hands. And that man, whom they call the Blonde Lomu, gets in for his brace.
Wow, I don't know, he's about a quarter of the size. But anyway, we move on.
Mouse brown hair.
Lovely touch from Neil Maritz back on the inside. Not much space out on that right wing.
Sorry?
Spoke about Larry Roots. Oh, he's getting himself really involved in this game. As did Ungra in the early stages. Lovely pass out wide. Maritz, look at this one back on the inside. Ronell gets his second.
So the way they got Roots to lose weight was apparently every time he picked up a kg, he had to row 10 kilometers on the ergo machine, and if he picked up 2, he had to row 20 k's, and that's how he went down from 165 after returning from racing Metro.
It's kind of incentive based, isn't it? Yeah, no, fair enough.
Well, listen, when Jimmy Stonehouse tells you to do something, you don't hesitate.
We don't argue with Jimmy in his arms.
See him there. I think he probably motivates the team through pure just fear.
So have a look at this. Neil Moritz on the outside, just managing to keep in. Lovely pass back on the inside.
You sorted out your chases now.
Ryan gets his second.
Behind the line. On or behind the line.
Even Jimmy Stonehouse, I think, would be happy with the way they're going into the half-time break. Still 10 minutes to go. 21 points up.
And I'll tell you, the Pumas, you can see they're playing with more confidence. That inside pass from Merritt speaks of a team finding the momentum. Now a chance for the Cheetahs to, I mean, they've had very little play in the opposite half. Let's hope they, as you say, Robbie, it'll be nice to see them running it now instead of the favoured rolling more.
Let's just give it a crack. I mean, they've got absolutely nothing to lose.
No. Give them numbers, please. 5.
Particularly with youngsters. There's no point in them trying to do driving mauls against a pack that's probably about 3 times the age of them anyway, if you took the combined ages.
And Bierwinkel. Angara. Smith. Ripping passes. Nell. Merritts. Oh, lovely stuff. Yabé.
Trip before the tackle.
Magically popped out the other side. Now a chance for the Cheetahs. Carlson. Gajima. Runs into Kloppers. Carries on going. Page. Currie. Adding in a bit of energy. He enters the fray. Work blind. Korolian Kutsia.
Yours now, you leave it. Yours.
There's a chance for the forwards, and that is Buck Snyman. Oh, it's nice to see the boys throwing it around, isn't it? Ngajima again, he's been busy, hasn't the wing? Presents it back. Page, as always, gets to
number
it.
1. Penalty advantage, number 1.
Fenter runs into his opposite number. Page sends it blind. This is nice play from the Cheetahs. Nantonkwana.
9 you're on advantage. You got a penalty. Oh, yeah, he's trapped in there. He can't get out. Number 1 offside.
Morgan Nordia first up, and second one, Nell not rolling away. Well, they're going to be kicking for the corner, Yates. And what do you think? Driving maul again? Come on, son.
No, let's hope.
Come on, Don.
They just pump it out.
Come on, Don.
Throw it out.
Show us something that you've done in the training field. Something different.
The jumper. Ball carrier.
It's the offside position of the Pumas.
2 meters. 2 meters as well.
They've got Daniel Martins at scrum off, so that might give you an idea of what might happen next.
Maybe 10th time lucky. Oh, front of it, Rudy Page, the battering ram. Mixing it up to a satisfactory amount for us. Now pushing it forward. Is this a chance for the Cheetahs to get some points on the scoreboard? Page.
Just watch it.
Snyman.
Thanks, watch it.
Oh, meter out. Can they do it? Loping pass. Kutsia. Page, he's so calm, isn't he? Stapelberg changes direction. Ball pops out. Still in the hands of the Cheetahs. Luigi van Jaarsveld. Just saw Page now. Pushing his way past 2 props. And he is... Oh, has he found grounding? Ah, of all the people to bash it over. The scrum off, Rudy Page.
He's been pumping out in the gym, no doubt, Rudy Page. Grabbed the line out. Took it up just short of the line, but finally gets his try. Gets it over the line. Jalazweni perfectly positioned to award it. It's something for these Cheetahs players. A little bit more enterprise. Having a crack at the line, and Bedshed just gets to ground.
I didn't see anything clear and obvious.
And cause for the Bloemfontein faithful to celebrate. spattered around the stadium.
Okay.
Stoltenberg takes it to 7. A third of the Pumas score.
You see it again, popping out. Van Jaarsveld does very well. Just brought short of the line. Pick and go from Rudy Page. Oh, you'll be talking about this for years to come.
And I'll tell you, he's against the front row. It's literally the front three have been bullied by Rudy Page.
I'm going to have a chat to those three fellas.
Yeah. They won't when they have a TV session on next week. Maybe some extra egg whites from Jimmy Stonehouse. Stoltenberg dropped perfectly into his hand. Feinter. The hooker come prop now. Turnover. Rudolph. New onto the field is Cameron Lindsay. Spilled backwards. Cleaned up by Angara. Williams. Oh, still going. Smith works it out. It's a try scorer now. Decides to take it himself.
No.
Racing into it was none other by Morgan Nordia. I thought it was a scrum off when I saw that purple flash. Roots. Angara. Engelbrecht. Smith. Oh, stunning hands. Merritts caps it off with a great dive to boot.
Oh, much better try from the Pumas. Skills and into-handling, forwards and backs alike, and the speedster, the outside centre of Neil Merritts.
Okay, we're happy that...
An open try line, very few are going to catch him, let alone stop him. Here's the quick ball out wide, just the dummy runner. Chris Smith in the pocket behind, lovely hands. And Merritts with his pace, no one's going to stop him.
Pretty much the same position that Chris Smith was in earlier today. And I can tell you he is about 30 meters out from the try line. Big kick. And who would have guessed? 4 from 4.
Last pass again from the 8th man, Jandre Rudolph. Perfect hands. Merritts into the corner. Bonus points.
The Pumas doing all the right things they need to if they are to make it into the semi-finals. Very deep restart. Angara returns fire, and man who started it all takes it, gives it to Carlson. Carlson weighing up his options, does a little dive and runs in to the Pumas captain. Now turned over. Bierwinkel.
Just watch behind my back. Turnovers go, play on.
Another turnover. We're seeing that a lot today. Carlson. He's got some men outside them. Let's see if the Cheetahs can run it. Dolo has come to the field. Yet again, another turnover.
Advantage.
Another turnover sees the Cheetahs with advantage. Cleaned up by Currie.
Go back.
Some solid work been done, particularly on the ground, by Janus Snyman with those turnovers.
So, Robbie, what do you think they're going to do this time?
Yeah, they might try something different. Daniel Martin's also getting involved in the breakdown. So just coming in from the side. from the Pumas' point of view.
Knock-on advantage.
Pumas
So both sides lost it forward.
lost it forward second. They'll have the scrum.
Knock-on from the Cheetahs first, then Pumas. Scrum Pumas ball.
Now it's very messy from both. The overthrow, almost. Trying to set a shift more with the Falcon. Interesting way of doing things.
Currie, all about thinking out the box.
Crouch.
So the Pumas,
Fine.
I think, are in the mood to run this out.
Sit.
And the siren, Angra says, you know what, we'll come back at halftime in the second half. And, well, it has been a dominant display from the travelling Pumas. Only one try for the Cheetahs. And at halftime, the Pumas lead the Cheetahs 28 points to 7.
Apply for a loan of up to 150,000 Rand. SMS your SAID number to 43815. Direct access. With us, you can.
This is for the benches and the people who built them. For the midnight painters and the daylight dreamers. Own the dust. For the ones eating the same sandwich day in and day out. And for those who lovingly make them. Own the dust. For the single parents and the fatherless homes. For those who live far, but always near. This is for you. Buco, let's build together.
I want to make that. I will get it right. So Africa shines with the brightest of light. I want to make that and more for my continent to thrive forevermore.
When you have the bravery to imagine and the will to get things done, that's Africanacity. That's ABSA, Corporate and Investment Banking.
Everybody needs good neighbors.
It's time for these two teams to show us what they have.
Sure, they can get pretty noisy. And sometimes disturb the furniture. But it's always a hell of a party when they come around. An all-African affair. The Proteas take on Zimbabwe, only on SuperSport. Proudly brought to you by Sasfin, beyond a bank.
Be an ultimate fan. Watch every scintillating Currie Cup game live on SuperSport. Play the score prediction game on superbrew.com and stand in line to win your share of 50,000 Rand in Buco store vouchers. Proudly sponsored by Buco. Let's build together.
The Isuzu KB250 Highrider Double Cab. Now available on an Isuzu Flexi Drive deal at 5,740 per month over 36 months. At the end of the 3-year term, simply return it, replace it, or retain it. Isuzu guarantees you a great deal.
Before you switched over to our insurance, why hadn't you ever thought about it before?
Been with the previous insurer for 8 years. You don't really think about changing.
What was the service like?
No, it was excellent. This guy wanted me to save money.
Yeah, how much are we talking here?
Oh, a little bit less than 700 Rand.
Outsurance service?
Cha-cha.
Show me the cha-cha. Huh? Outsurance service?
Sha-sha.
Yeah.
SMS car to 44177 or call 08600 60,000 for a quote.
It's been a high-scoring party of tries. 5 coming in the first half, 4 from the Pumas to the Cheetahs 1. They lead at halftime, 28 points to 7 at Toyota Stadium. And it began 9 minutes in. And just look at the foresight coming in from Angra. Sees no one's at home. Beautifully put to boot right now. Caps it off. Pumas were still in the mood for more. And this, once again, Ungra, the catalyst. And he had a similar situation. Came off a cheetah's head. Something that happened very similar to it. About 5 minutes, and your bear hadn't been able to capitalize that time. Then it kept on going. This was in the 29th minute. Nel hungry for his second. Look at the hands coming in now, and beautiful hands, inside pass from Meretz, and Nel capping it off and getting a nice dot under the center of the uprights. And looking at the Cheetahs try that is to come, have a look for the bullying from none other than Rudy Page. So it started off with Stapelberg. Earlier it had come from Page trying to batter it in. Good run from Luigi from the asphalt. And look at this. Rudy Page takes on the front row of the Pumas, bashes them back and wrestles it down to ground. Well, most unlikely of things, but that man has tons of experience, and he didn't seem too surprised at what had just happened. And after that brief stint of momentum from the Cheetahs, it shifted back to the Pumas, and Meretz this time, good dive, didn't have to pass it inside, and that was the bonus point for the Pumas. Sees them going into the second half in a very strong position.
Yeah, it's all pretty even when it comes to possession. Territory, though, all in favour of the Pumas. Those 4 tries to the just one of the Cheetahs. And look at the tackles made, pretty simple. Tackles missed, problematic. And a lot for the Free State Cheetahs to do in the second half.
Life is all about finding the right partner. One who stands by you, lends a hand, and enables your success. Someone who helps you see the possibilities. We are those people, and when you're ready to take the next step, we are here for you. Take advantage of life's opportunities. Apply for a loan of up to 150,000 Rand. SMS your SAID number to 43815. Direct access. With us, you can.
Live your best life. Back the bucks when you buy FSM all-purpose cement. You could win cash prizes of 25, 50 and 100,000 Rand plus much more. FSM, creating concrete possibilities. This September, stay connected to Supersport on DSTV with magic moments, great goals, and Italian flair. Enjoy September with the Ryder Cup, UEFA Champions League, Serie A, MotoGP, Formula One, and the Rugby Championship. Only on Supersport on DSTV.
Indoda. Okunjalo ke nakuthi. Hlala khona. Xa beke esiXhoseni. Akusithethe izinto zalapha. Nindile mkwethu.
Big hits are back.
That is a really good shot.
Sparks will fly when 20 teams battle it out in the 2018 Africa T20 Cup.
He's got him! He's got him!
Catch the knockout stages of the tournament on your World of Champions. Semi-finals on Sunday the 23rd of September. Then it's the big one on Monday the 24th. The 2018 Africa T20 Cup.
They richly deserve the honor.
On your World of Champions, Super Sport.
If you strive to see further than what's in front of you, if you look past the next deadline, the next dollar, the next deal, well, then you'll see the bigger picture. You'll see the potential for growth. You'll discover greener pastures and build hopes and dreams out of sand and stone. You'll bridge the gap between past and future, and the distances that keep us apart. Because when you look at the world differently, you may just change it for good.
This is for the hard hats and calloused hands. And yes, the Bucky Tans. Own the dust. Buco, let's build together.
It's halftime at Toyota Stadium, and the Pumas lead the Cheetahs 28 points to 7. All of those converted. And it's going to be a hard ask for the home team, who are at the end of a hard season, to try and bring things back for them. Pumas have been building a momentum which they will hope to take forward into the rest of the Currie Cup, and they are looking to fight their way into the Currie Cup semi-finals. It is contingent on them winning against the Lions and the Sharks losing, but it can be done.
Start from who?
And if you are just joining us, that's Adrian Carlson, who will be starting the second half for the Cheetahs. Right to left, I'm joined in the booth by Robbie Kempson, and Pumas in the form of Willie Engelbrecht batter it up, and we are off. Angra, who has been on fine form, gives it back to his fullback Williams. Oh, I think that came through the... He might argue that it wasn't a knock-on.
Bounced into your hand, then forward.
Wow.
What does the chest count as, Robbie?
I think it nicked a finger.
Ah. Well, I tell you, his face, butter wouldn't melt in his mouth.
Well, he should have caught the ball then, shouldn't he? I mean, that's his first job.
Yeah.
Not to argue with the ref whether he dropped it or not. There's incredulous looks from players when they make mistakes. You know, you don't really mean to make mistakes.
Sit.
Rudolph. Oh, it's been stolen. Rudy Page. Springbok, number 869 it is. He's already got a try in the first half. Pick and drive. Not working.
Tackle now.
Bullied back. We were saying in the first half, it would be great if we can see the Cheetahs throwing the ball around, getting the youngsters an opportunity to attack. And this is a bit of hard work
taken back
for Maputa Dolo. Cheetahs still in possession. Page comes in. As you mentioned, he's always so calm. Nonton Kwana. Born in PE. Page gives it to Stapelberg. Ngajima. Nice to see the energy. He brings in and he's through. Oh, just loses the ball. Snaffled up. And the Pumas cleaning out.
Turnover's good there.
With joy.
First and friends will knock on.
So this Snyman has really made a nuisance of himself at breakdown time. So he come back for the knock because he managed to steal that one on the ground yet again. He had 2 or 3 in the first half.
That's time off.
Ali Ngajima.
And I think it may have been Marco Jans van Rensburg who... No, he's as up and healthy as anything. There is a player receiving attention. There we see Jans van Rensburg. Apparently since moving to Nelspruit, he's become addicted to cheese and corn samosas, which are sold at the local spa. And he's in a digs with Smith and Nell, and they've been trying to monitor his samosa intake without much success. But he says it's for bulking, I'm told. So now you know.
I really wanted to, thank you. Big DJ Javance on the field. I'm sure he's had a samosa or 2 in his time.
I think he's done it all. going to be nearing 200 appearances for the Pumas. It's pretty handy having a gent like that to bring on.
Remember elbow, please.
Primarily a loose head throughout his playing career, now adopting into the title. He's going rather well, to be fair. Battled first up as most do, but he seems to have got into the position as time has gone on.
Imagine the young front row for the Cheetahs having to come up against a young man with that much experience. Now, Kloppers, Smith, Williams using his pace. Just taken at the ankles by Ovia. Roots. Oh, the defense of the Cheetahs held on for dear life, and now it's been turned over. Cheetahs running it. Isn't this lovely to see? Page. Carlson. Currie gives it out. Oh, the handoff is good from Dolo.
Pumas release. 6 release.
Nkontwana. Oof. Big collisions in the field. Both players there up for it. Flung back. It's a big kick. Isbal. It's got lots of green space to work in. Oh, he rounds the first player, lets it out. Williams shrugs off the defender. Smith. Engelbrecht. Oh, this game has taken on a new level, a new gear. Angara. Smith. Smith gives it to Mocker, Jans van Rensburg, his digs partner.
Stay on side.
Now they're calming it down.
Use a knife.
Oh, what a line. Henko Marais. It's been lost.
Yeah, good line at pace, but also
pass forward.
Angara just making sure he spotted it. Pass perfect. And unfortunate for Neil Maritz not to be able to collect that. You see it skips everyone. Good line, good pass.
Nice.
And then just trying to get it out. Maritz takes his eyes off it at the last moment.
Well, we're having some great shots of facial expressions, and Neil Maritz there says it all. As well, great shot. 16 men taking position to meet in the scrum.
James, stand up. Break it up.
I see some blue in the sky above Toyota
Just
Stadium.
get the hookers clearly left off the mark. Just get the hookers
up above.
Clearly off the mark.
Moon is brightly visible as well. It is a beautiful evening in Bloemfontein.
Once again, let's be patient on the call. Crouch. Bye. Sit.
Oh, big push from the Pumas. Page. Ovia gives it out. Currie. Carlson. Gajima.
Leave it up, Pig.
Page. Snyman.
Hey, you've missed it, leave it. He's allowed to contest for the ball.
Oh, it's good run from him. Bit of a height differential between him and Schumann.
No, don't go in there. Once a ruck, all is a ruck.
Cheetahs going now. There's Luigi from Jasfolk. Silky hands from the Cheetahs. Just incrementally working their way forward against the Pumas' defense. Now they've earned themselves a penalty.
All is a ruck. Second man in. Ruck forward. Captain.
Marlos hasn't quite got the rub of the green. Not to the same extent Giannis Snyman has.
Okay, just at the breakdown. Once a ruck, all is a ruck. Right, once a ruck is formed, I don't want guys, second guys coming in there.
kick from Carlson. Very accurate.
Well, since we asked for it, the more the enterprise, then they have been enterprising. They've been giving the ball a bit of air, making a better game of it, this young Free State Cheetahs side.
I know Snyman now onto the field. He won the Community Cup with Durbell in 2015. He was one of the youngest players in their team and hasn't found his mark. Roots, Smith, Murray, Rudolph picks it up, looked at the blind, but decided rather to roll his way inside. Angra flings it back to Williams. Uses his left boot. That's a good kick as well. Wow.
It's huge. Huge.
Didn't see that coming, I must say.
No, it kind of took me by surprise. Wow. It's inside his own.
I mean, that is monstrous.
Yeah, it is a massive kick. And that flew all the way. There was no bouncing into touch.
Doing a substitution. Thank you.
Have a look at this. Climbs into it.
Give him numbers. Numbers.
Quality of the pictures brought by our cameraman. As always, world class.
Picture perfect. You could see the little strands of hair bouncing up as the ball struck. Now, it's been ripped out from the Cheetahs. And that is going to be a scrum to the Pumas.
Then lost forward. Number 5.
The more enterprising player, of course mistakes will happen. But I think just for these youngsters, I mean, it's about the learning curve that they would have had throughout this Currie Cup, playing at a different level, trying to get used to that level and perhaps aspiring to playing it on a more consistent basis.
Thank you.
Of course, then you'll get those on the downside that will just fall out the bus.
Time back on.
Cameron Lindsay's come to the field. He's 2 meter tall man. He used to be at the Kings.
Fine.
Michael House lad.
Yes.
Yes, we've got a Dyson College chat.
As we continue with the game. Angaret now, charging on the blind side. That is a lovely pass, but it's about 3 foot forward.
Yeah, maths obviously wasn't a strong thing at Bishops either, but anyway, no, definitely forward, he knows it.
Am I on the mark?
His face still says, maybe I was hard done by.
He's not that fleet of foot, I think.
That's about, what did you say, 6 meters?
You know, perhaps if you're in Australia, they're quite good at it.
I'll come down this side. Just make sure on your side you follow the
Almost like the Pumas have arrived in the second half knowing they've got their bonus point try and 5 points in the bag. Well, let's jump on the bus and travel on back to Nelspruit.
100%. Just fold and hold.
Well, look, it's made for an opportunity for there to be more enterprising and attacking play from the Cheetahs, and they've been at least moving the ball around a bit. Not going to their, trying to bash it up against men 10 years their senior.
Let's get the water off. Yeah, water off, please.
And of course, just a reminder, the action continues afterwards. The Cheetahs Pro 14 outfit will be taking on Ulster. And they've had a tough start to the season as well. Have the Cheetahs in the Pro 14. They'll be looking to turn things around against a young Ulster side.
Time on.
So, glorious rugby with us the whole Friday.
Fine. Sit.
Page feeds. Scrum stable from the Cheetahs. Avia. Oh, lovely. Carlson doing some stepping. Absolutely sidestep Henko Marais. It's Martins. Now work blind. Certainly the Cheetahs have found a bit more game in the second half. It's Stefan van Skalkwyk, 128 kilograms he is. Nkontwana gave it out to Martins just as he made contact. Page. Via. Currie. Ngajima. Now again, Ovia.
22.
Still going the way of the Cheetahs.
22 rollout.
Hank Currie just getting himself trapped in the middle of that ruck.
Right there.
Was fine.
No, it wasn't fine.
No, the roll.
Carlson. Both fullbacks today have been
on your feet.
pulling absolute beasts out of the pocket.
He's been very busy since he's come on the field as Hank Currie. And this time not busy enough, trying to get out of that area. Of course, Rudy Page is going to milk it as much as he can.
Years of experience, theatrical experience.
Without him.
Knows just how to play a referee.
Let's go. Let's go. Carry on.
So short line out.
He's not jumping. Let's go.
The big caboose van Skalkwyk is receiving attention, so we won't see that unit running into things. But now space opening up for Currie. Lovely to see the Cheetahs throwing it around a bit more the second half, actually being rewarded. Martins. Nkontwana put it to his boot.
Can't kick the ball. Can't kick the ball out the ruck.
Francois Kleinhans. Rolling a plenty coming on for the Pumas. And I think we might just see a driving more. I think it's on its way.
Oh, I don't know, Robbie.
I just have that feeling. Here's the naughty boy,
Yeah.
Francois Kleinhans.
They'll give you the numbers.
He did look pretty guilty. And, well, this is a massive surprise. No one could have predicted this. A rolling ball from the Cheetahs. This time, will they find some more success? I think it's Buck Snyman who's got his hands on the ball. Cameron Lindsay reaching over. Currie. Oh, Ovia. Coming onto it quickly. Work it out. Van Jaarsveld, assisted by Martins.
Tackle!
Can the Cheetahs get the second? Page. Currie. Runs into a wall. May Skuman. Oh, almost ripped. Still the way of the Cheetahs.
Hey. Listen. Captain.
Rudy Page is naughty here.
I'm going to send a strong message to you now. You're the captain, lead by example. I don't need you shouting at me. Tackle complete first.
Naughty.
And
very well handled.
Is he on the ground?
When I heard strong message, I thought he's going to do a little wide open yellow card.
Yeah, reaching for the pocket. Well, it was quite funny to see Page going. He knew, obviously, he immediately knew that. Sorry. And Gila Jadaswini, combination of anger but also disappointment. Let's see if it's Marais or...
No, it's right now, just getting some attention. So running subject.
Okay,
you just take him off.
Starting to concede a lot of penalties in this area now, but I may have to escalate. Right, have a second with the guys.
Page and Unger having a little chat. Maybe Page is giving him, passing on some wisdom.
That's right. Stapelberg with the ball. Where is it?
That's Ovia.
It's Ovia. Corner.
Corner and throwing it out coast to coast.
I think Rudy Page is going to be in the front of the line.
Yeah.
Snap around the front.
Yeah.
Short, come out wide. Pick and go.
I said to Mingile, I'm sorry, I just got excited. So, despite his stoic expression, it's good to know he still enjoys the game. And front of the line out. And it's a maul, but it is backwardly mobile. Page gets it out. Cuts up Currie. Ovia now running onto a straight line. Call for obstruction from the Pumas. Not given. Non-Contana. And used as a battering ram throughout the match. Quickly recycled. Page. Oh.
Just have a look at that, please, Lolly.
Marais. But I think he just used his head. Page. Non-Contana. We're going to have a look at it later on for potential grass cutter with no arms. Popped out. Page. Cheetahs now pushing. Ovia solves the dummy. Takes heavy contact. Carries on going. And almost ripped. Van the asphalt standing guard. Visser. Carlson with the kick. Oh, just ran out from Dolo.
Knock on into touch. All right. Where's this one?
So we're going to have a look now at Henko Marais' tackle.
Yeah, Jerry, just check the tackle over there. I can't... we'll certainly confirm there were arms involved.
Yeah.
Number 22.
Number 22, Pumas. All right, Lawrence, I'm coming up to you. All right, just in terms of that probable foul play by number 22, Pumas, please.
We'll put it up, JD.
Yeah.
Might have been a spotter body here.
Just give me some space, please.
He's lucky he's got all that hair beneath the scrum cap, otherwise he might have been out for the count.
For me, I don't see any intent to wrap the arms.
Did you see an attempt to grab with the right arm?
Yes, JD, the player, Pumas player, went for the tackle by using his arms.
Yeah.
So all legal. You can continue with play.
Everything's all legal. He did attempt to use the arms, so I'm going to carry on with the knock-on.
Yes, JD.
Thank you. All right. There's no foul play. He did attempt to cross the play.
I wouldn't be happy.
Right arm. I'm going to continue.
Back in those days, you could get your own back.
Knock into touch.
With a few of the dark arts.
Did you ever do that, Robbie? I'm sure you wouldn't.
No, let Mark Andrews deal with that stuff.
Scrum here. Scrum line out. Line out. Just hold him there, hold him there.
Jans up on Rensburg, long pass, it's been knocked on, so this is a chance. Oh, well, there's full of numbers.
I'm bewildered as to why they would throw that one over the top. Scrum off on the 15 on the 5. So they're fortunate they had two halfbacks.
Dolo. Carlson. Looks it out now. Ovia. Ooh, that sliced off the boot. Gonna be a real battle for it. Comes forward of a Puma's hand though. So Cheetahs will have a scrum on the halfway.
Pass forward.
No question that Ryan Nell has knocked that on.
Props.
Halfback, number
You hear
9.
them shouting Kabosi.
Scrum off.
That is van Schalkwyk.
Crouch. Bind.
I mentioned the youth. Van Schalkwyk, he's a CUT student. He was playing for them in the Varsity Cup. Oh, big push from the Pumas. Page, Ovia, good line, Currie. Smith just with a last-minute tackle on him. Buck Snyman. He's been very busy today. Page, perhaps the busiest. Ovia, Carlson, Dolo. Dolo puts his head down. It's popped out. You can see that slight slippery quality that Robbie spoke about at the beginning of the game. The Pumas need to fire this out. Got tons of men out there. Janssen van Rensburg batters it up.
You missed it. No, it's your own player.
Angara. It's got Williams. Let's see if this can put in another huge kick.
Knock on advantage over.
Not quite as big, but still impressive and taken quickly. Carlson. Dolo. Oh, oh my. Now flung out. Ngajima. Ngajima, look at the pace. Like a knife through butter. Where's he going to throw it over the top? Beautifully weighted. And what a step from Martins. Now, Snyman and Fissa. 120 kilogram, born in Benoni. He is. Carlson kicks it again. There are men in pursuit. Nell takes it back.
Taken back. 5-meter scrum.
So
Cheetahs
much
ball.
better from the Free State Cheetahs side. Lovely interplay. And Ali Ngajima, electric pace up and through the middle, and the pass off the left hand.
The player's going down with cramp.
There he is.
And there he is.
Now have a look at this. Just off that left foot, the right foot.
Okay, there you go.
Through the gap he goes, and then waits
That's
the pass
damage.
perfectly on the outside.
Okay.
Enterprising and attacking play from this young Free State Cheetahs. And Snyman also getting himself involved. Nicely weighted kick through as well.
You okay to scrum?
You can hear the bangers being played in the background. It is DJ Fatman, I'm told, who has been entertaining the crowd. We've got a beer tent and a lot of effort put in to make the experience for the fans at Toyota Stadium a good one.
See, emphasise the beer tent rather excessively.
I just, you know, Roberts, it's just part of my commentator's job to report everything.
Your repertoire.
We'll have to further investigate for the sake of the audience.
Misspent youth.
Remember your bind, please. Crouch. Bind. No.
Page
That's the
almost.
first one that we pre-engaged. Right? You just came on. Make sure you maintain.
It's Simon Vestrot who's coming. He's a captain of Grey PE. He was back in I think about 2003. And about 60 caps for Griquas. He's also former Ike. He replaces a Marty.
Crouch. Bind.
That's it.
Sit.
That is a stationary scrum if ever you've seen one. Now a bit of movement. Page. Oh, inside line to Dolo. Just didn't work out. Smith snaffled it up. And the Pumas, they don't want to send it left. They don't have any men there. And Nell, an unlucky choice for kick.
Yeah, you can see that, can't you? See, Andrew Bierwinkel comes back onto the park. It's quite handy this zone. Go for 20 minutes, have a rest, put the feet up.
Have an Energade.
Yeah. If the coach feels like things aren't going too well, then he pops you back on.
Do you like it, Robbie?
No.
No. Gentlemen, gents, here's the mark. Open up, get underneath the mark.
I'm a rugby purist, through and through. If they would allow it, I'd bring back rucking as well.
And not this nonsense about placing the guy, not going over 90 on the tackle.
Roll away and all that rubbish. No. Let's bring back good old rucking.
So Badenhorst come onto the field. Carlson, this is the third time he's kicked it in about 5 minutes. Well weighted. And the results working out for the Cheetahs as Badenhorst, rather Griesel, has to run out. Call him the Bachelor of Nelspruit.
Andrew, take charge, please. Open him up.
He just hasn't cracked onto that next gear the second half at all. Going into the break, we thought exciting second half of the waiting. Hasn't quite lived up to the expectation.
We saw the power from the forwards, so be surprised if it goes out too quickly to the back line. Quintana takes it in. Rolls out Martins, proves me wrong. Tertius Currie is wrapped up with the arm high on his shoulder. Nothing illegal in that big unit. Caboose van Skalkwyk.
Ball's available.
Now Snyman.
No
Into
tackle,
Klein
no
Hans.
tackle.
Carries on going. Goodness me, he's done it. What strength.
If there's ever a player that deserved it in this Cheetahs side, he is the guy. He's been all over the place, and all Jack Russell on the ground, stealing balls at will, has Giannis Snyman. More importantly, he's got a try here for the Free State Cheetahs.
It's going to take time.
Gets through the first tackle. Not held, keeps going. Can't see too much wrong with that.
Not at all. I'll tell you, for an objective observer, it might be quite good if the Cheetahs score again after this, because that'll really turn up the tempo and stakes of this game.
No, that's good. Very, very well done. Giannis Snyman. Little Terry has been today.
Okay.
Certainly had that attitude. Never say never, ever. Off he goes, off he goes. Tackles are plenty. Reaches over the try line.
Yeah.
Off we go. That's a try.
Off we go. That's a try. The first try of the second half. Deep restart, this time from the Pumas. Ovia, the recipient. Quintana, he is tireless. Okay.
Holding on. Hold on.
Simon Vedstrot gets the steal, a legal one it is. There's no question what they're about to do next. He's really gone for the towel, looking for a dry ball.
This is when the Pumas will try to do some good old bullying.
Use the line for me,
They generally get it right.
Vestrot must be about 33 and a lot older. These guys are, and they call it in these parts in South Africa bully strength. The strength that comes with being an older man, and they display it now. And Simon Vestrot, he's just been ripped back. It was Dolo actually the wing, and 30 centimeters out they are, the Pumas. Griesel working for it, and
okay. No. Wait.
Still the opinion you can't score it like that.
Ooh, a bit of handbags coming out. Roots and Van Skalkwyk talking about who weighs more, I think.
Separate. Okay, Ben. From my side, I've got grounding, right, but I'm not sure how the ball got there. So I just want to check how it got there. I'm an advantage. Cheetahs slowing the ball down.
Perfect, yeah.
Lawrence, I've got the pink player scoring a try. I just want to see how he gets there, whether it was legal or not.
Sure.
Otherwise, I'm playing advantage against the Cheetahs.
All right. Put it up for you.
Yeah, I didn't see too many players on their feet, so my initial thoughts are probably not a try. He's certainly not on his feet there. And definitely not there.
Is there another angle on that?
And that's where a little bit of a disagreement came in between Ritz and Cabos. Oh, this is great camera work.
Yeah, for me, difficult to give that.
I want a short, yeah.
That's Marnus Schumann we're having a look at. So the question is whether or not he's on his feet. She didn't seem to be from the rear angle. Let's see.
Okay. You suspect a knock on?
Yeah, the previous angle.
Previous angle. Which one? The first one?
Well, for me, the knock-on's immaterial. I do not see that the player is actually on his feet when he plays the ball and potentially scores a try.
Can we clearly say that that player's lost control of the ball from that angle?
JD?
Yes, Lawrence.
Those are all the angles, and from this footage, there's no clear evidence that there's anything illegal. So you may award the try.
So I may award the try?
Yes.
All right, so there's nothing suggesting that there's a clear knock-on?
No.
Stick with my
on-field decision,
try.
please? Yes.
All right, thank you. Try.
I'm going to give Mark Lawrence a call. I don't think he's ecstatic about it. I think he perhaps got one through.
Well,
this is the back end of it. Vetstraat just short, and then Marnus Schumann, however he did so, managed to get the ball over the line.
so Chris Smith for his 6th.
Don't put the mockers on him.
Wait. Oh, I'm wrong, actually. This is 5th kick. Won't curse him. Wow.
Metronome.
Yeah.
No, it's impressive kicking display. He's done well with ball in hand. He defends nicely. You're so right. He just deserves an opportunity perhaps to go to the next level.
I think so. He benches 165, so he has got it all.
That's 5 kilograms. More than my personal best.
You know, I'm more trying to cut down at the moment, so I won't mention what mine is. Is now Carlson. Takes it out of his 22. Looks outside, gives it to Dolo. Dolo puts on his running shoes and doesn't make too much forward ground. Via Carlson, coming up very quickly, was a giant number 3 in the former Beerwinkel. Nonetheless, Cheetahs survive. Carlson, he's been in the mix a lot. Via holds on to it, finds himself in space. This is trouble. Let's see where he works it. Gives it to the big man. Good hands from the front rower. Still going. Badenhorst flung out. Cheetahs have to work it out. Lovely to see the forwards working it out. Long pass, Dolo. He's wrapped up. Good supporting from Nonkontwana. North ships it out. This time it's Kotsa. Lots of men waiting for it. Carlson decides to go on a little run. Half breaks through. Body.
Even on your feet.
His dad also played for Shimlers as he did.
Snyman is going to cut the ball.
Handed is seeing Van Skalkwyk at the breakdown. But
First man in,
turnover. Let's see what the Cheetahs decide to do. Oh, it's a boot. No one's at home. Oh, the Pumas decide to do. And good thinking.
Good steal from Francois Kleinhans. Legal this time round. He's at 1 or 2 penalties against him. But just not getting there in time. This time, he got it absolutely spot on. Strong over the breakdown area, despite the cleaning out attempts of Van Skalkwyk. And manages to hold on to the ball. Good work from Francois Kleinhans.
Use your mic, slap! Up and up. No. James, just get the gaps for me, please. Get the gaps. Keep the gap.
Right, the money is when they win this ball. Van Skalkwyk will be getting it in the middle of the field.
And right at the back. Works out for the Pumas. Cameron Lindsay snaffles it up. Now flinging out Murray. Nell. Oh, Merritt came onto a lovely line, however, lost control. Series of knock-ons.
Pass was forward.
Man, more for check, man.
Neil Maritz, one of the try scorers. You can see, no question, it's a forward pass as he comes in reverse angle.
Crouch. Point. Sit. No. Okay. So what? He went on his knees. All right. Okay. Let's do that again. On the set. Just get up, please. Crouch. Point. Sit.
Puts in from the Cheetahs, it collapses. And result for
Down your knee again.
Pumas.
Collapsing number 1.
I think Vestrot is going to go for the towel to drive the ball.
Yeah, he goes. He knows what's coming next. Straight to the fitness trainer. Pass with that towel, mate.
Williams. His left foot. Just almost on the 5 metre, and that's a nice shiner there.
He's just battling. You can see his form. The battle in the previous scrum went to his knees. This time, really just collapses under the pressure as it comes through. And quite dangerous, in fact. Perhaps a bit concerning that some of these younger props are playing at this level, perhaps too early.
2 meters. 2 by 2.
Vestrot finds his mark. Maul set up. He joins the party. A neat, clinical looking Maul. Vestrot crosses over. Pumas in for their second.
He broke away.
Driving Maul again provides dividends for this Pumas side. Cameron Lindsay was the man in the middle that could caught the line out from Vetstraat. He set nicely around him. You could hear him shouting, fight the sack, and fight they did. As Manus Skuman gets his second try of the game.
Yeah. They broke away there and it was obstruction there. Number 2 broke away and scored a try. I'm not going to have this chat now. Get back.
So Cobus Marais, his first attempt of the day. And it seems Smith's form is contagious.
So
Lots it over. Look at that smile there
But he
from
was first.
Kloppers.
I didn't see it that way. So then this guy's getting treated.
Yeah, I don't see much obstruction there either as Vetstraat gets over.
Okay. Here's the centre. Please take it here.
Coralsa restarts. Klein Hunts still going. Goodness me, this is an unbelievable run. Actually, he's brought down. Lindsay cuts out 4 players. Backwards through Murray's hands. He cleans up, runs into Martins. Griesel. Lindsay. DJ Terblanche. Nice and high student he was. Murray cuts out Nal. Rudolph. Maritz. Nal.
Straight up. Straight up.
2 try scorers are waiting for it. None of them are going to get it. The kick over the top being pursued by Rudolph. Dolo. Yeah, he put a foot out there.
Interesting adjustment. A chip over the top for a tight forward to chase on. Oh, it's a bit rude, really. 8th man.
Okay. Open up. James, just check your numbers, please. Just check your numbers. If you're not, okay. If you're not in the line out.
So 30 meters out.
How many numbers? Get in.
Well, their moves off the line out have been working.
Make sure you clearly 2 meters, please. Clearly 2 meters.
It wouldn't be a surprise if they offer it again. Go to the middle. Cameron Lindsay takes it. Forms. Vetstraat. He's in possession of the ball. Gonna let it go to Griesel. Marais.
Penalty advantage, collapsing number 18.
New man to the field. Cobus Marais. Oh, into spaces now. Works it up. Still going for the Pumas. Momentum and confidence. And they've got the penalty.
Collapsing number 18.
Collapsing them all. Notice Erasmus, that's been picked.
Collapsing number 18.
There's that more being said there. You can see
Yeah,
it comes in.
Sacks.
Well, a chance to Sacks way gone by.
Vetstraat gives it to Lindsay.
That's once.
Oh, we're knocked down. Griesel.
There's a knock on James.
As we mentioned with the Cheetahs, perhaps the Pumas could try something a little different. The monotony of the more, it's not going to work every time.
Let's move it over here. And it's a bit wet there.
So, well stopped by the Cheetahs first up.
2 minutes. Sorry?
Cheeky hands just knocked it out.
Okay, cool. Time's off. Sorry? No, that's why I went back. I couldn't continue on that.
Oh, good to see that knee. No danger to it, or trouble with it, rather. Van Skalkwyk, and 2 minutes left. The Pumas will be sniffing out a half century. They'll have to score
Time's
twice.
still off anyway. Time's still off.
But they'll want to make sure their confidence is high before they meet the Lions. Now they're being shielded. Come on, gents. Here on the ref cam, let's get one more tries from the Pumas.
Time on. Crouch. Fine. Sit.
Big push from the Pumas. Big push. Pressure on the Cheetahs. Ovia puts it to his boot. Hasn't found touch. Oh! Awkward backwards bend, and that is a result for the Cheetahs. It was hard for Neil Merritt. Looking forward to see the replay of this.
No, they had. They first went forward.
So, yeah, it's a tricky one. Sam,
tough.
I was happy with the go forward, yeah. Go forward first. Crouch. Fine. Sit.
The scrum holds for the Cheetahs. Currie, Carlson. Space is opening up in the back line. What a take, what a pass. Still going. The final pass just not going to hand. Cheetahs still in possession. Popped out on the blind, snaffled up by Merritt. Was palmed back by Isbal. Once again stolen. Now the Cheetahs have it. Could they get a try before this match ends? Something to reward the local crowd. No one at scrum off.
Leave it.
And the siren sounds. Bodies flying in.
He's off his feet.
And that is all she wrote.
Going forward. That's it.
The match comes to an end.
You guys are all off your feet.
A comparatively lackluster second half after a very exciting first half. Cheetahs, a young side. It was good to see some of the young men running it and throwing it around. And the Pumas, because of men like that, DJ Terblanche, just had too much experience, and ultimately the dominant side still in it for a chance.